All right. Wow. Welcome to the top of the $1 million spot. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. That way y'all know I'm on live. Make sure y'all subscribe. Please subscribe and at least give some thumbs up or thumbs down. Any one of them will do. That just help make everything get out there. Today. Oh, and also in the Christmas spirit, holidays, please find it in your heart to donate to the channel. HBO help a brother out. But more important than that, we got two special guests on here. We got Key. Tell them what's up, Key, and we got Miss Megan. What's up, Morgan? I'm sorry, she gonna kick my butt talking about keep on talking about Megan.
Yeah, it's Morgan.
Hey, hey, she might kick my butt live on a set, but that's all right. I'll let her kick. But anyway, y'all, today we gonna talk about submission, and I think this is something that needs to be talked about because we submission get a bad name from men and women. So when you hear it from if a woman hear it, it's like, oh Lord. When a man's side is like, yeah, she gonna submit to me. I'm the man. I'm the boss. But it don't even work like that. We gonna go on the negative side on our part, from our perspective on what we think and our perspective on it. We're gonna start over here with Key. What you think about what you think about submission?
Well, one thing about submissive is that you can't forcefully make nobody do anything. Uh, the woman I feel like has to want to do it, so you have to become the best version of yourself to attract that woman to want to be submissive to you.
Exactly. What you think, Morgan?
I agree with Key. I can agree on that. I think that's true, but at the same time, I feel like whenever I first heard submission, I mean, I totally thought like what you were saying.
You got
Whenever you
scared.
first started, yeah, I'm like, oh hell no, I'm not about to. What do you mean submissive?
Like a slave, tell you
like
what to do.
like you wear the pants, but at the same
gotta
time, like you don't have all the say all the time. Like it's not like that. Or I guess I was just getting the wrong idea. But I think it's really what that means between you and that person as well. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with both of y'all because I mean, like you said, like he said, you wanna in order to submit, the dude can't just come in there and tell, but I'm the man. I want you to submit, blah blah blah. You really can't make anybody do anything forcefully. But and like Morgan says, like also it got to be between y'all two on how they make it, how they agree up on it. And what my point of view is like if a man is on his purpose, a woman gonna automatically submit just off his energy. See how he rocking, see how he wit, see how he rolling, see how his uh protection, provision, provide, and she gonna automatically fall in there without any force. And ladies, please don't get scared of this because submission, in my definition, is agreeableness. Agreeableness, good feminine energy, and you let your man lead as long as he going the right way. Now, if he gonna lead you off a cliff, that's on you. You don't follow that man off the cliff. If you feel his energy is really real good, then yes, you. I mean, it should be easy to submit with no if and buts about it. What y'all think?
Yeah, I can agree to that.
And then really you can't want it so much too though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Though, like you just do you. You know what I'm saying? Though you make sure you got what you got going on. She submit to you or not. You know what I'm saying? That's how you really know if she for you. And you gotta be somebody that's supposed to lead her somewhere. If she a woman that cares about that respects herself anyway, she ain't gonna let no bum lead her anyway. You know what I'm saying? A woman gonna know what she want and how you move. That's how. Oh, okay. I'm gonna follow him. I'm gonna see what he about. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you like.
Exactly. And she have to be on board with what he's doing because a lot of women just want to come in there and just want to change things and trying to, but you don't want to be submissive. They want to change things, but at the same time, you won't wear the pants too, and you can't. And that's where a lot of submission get how we gonna say that fall in the fall off the fall in the gaps to where you don't want to be submissive. You come in there trying to run things, and then a man he can't run shit. He don't know his ass from a hole in the ground. So we got a whole we got this all mixed up. So fellas, if y'all want a woman to submit, if y'all want submission for a woman, from a woman, you can't force it. You have to make it work. You have to be on your purpose.
Yeah.
Like he said, you have to be on your stuff. Don't worry about it. Just be on your stuff, and you build it. You build yourself. So it means you're building yourself and building your kingdom. They gonna come
Yeah.
with no problem. Submission. You got to pick of the crop. You can pick any one you want, and if you get lucky, you might have three. Who knows? But I wouldn't suggest
And
that.
then let me add this too, though. You know what I'm saying? If you find yourself simping, that's the new word that they use now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If you do find yourself doing that, just pull back. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? No, because I mean, like people fuck up because we, you know, it's easier said than done. Because I know with me, you know what I'm saying, being real and stuff like that, you know, I struggle with that sometimes. But when you know, you got to get back on. You feel yourself like doing some crazy shit and shit like that, though, or you feel like
back
that.
up.
Yeah, you back up.
Exactly.
And you know what I'm saying, let her do her. And like I said, though, if you somewhat on your shit, or not even somewhat, if you own your purpose,
Even somewhat. You said somewhat.
somewhat on your
Yeah.
purpose, you know, she gonna come because she gonna recognize that shit. You know,
Real
what I'm saying?
recognize real.
Real recognize real, though. But don't worry about what she doing. Let her do her.
And
You do you,
you.
and that's attraction. You know what I'm saying? No, so yeah.
Which it says that push and pull.
It's that push and pull.
Push and pull.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get
And
like,
that
I don't
chase.
want to see. Yeah. Nah, I'm playing. Yeah.
Or that
yeah.
chase.
Yeah.
Or the,
chase,
or
yeah.
the, or the thrill of
Yeah.
the chase. When you stop chasing, you turn around, start doing your stuff, she gonna chase you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And especially in this day and time, in this generation,
Oh,
it's
my
all about the
Lord.
game plan.
Yes.
And it don't nobody really want to just, you know what I'm saying, fall for that person and all that. So it's gonna be a little game, you know what I'm saying, shit though. And women love to be chased though.
They love to be chased.
You know, on some rich, everybody want to be chased.
For real,
That's
but you gotta
really
know how
what
to do
it
it.
is. Yeah, you just
It's
gotta
the
know how to do
attention
it.
factor. Like if you
That
want
too.
some type
Yeah,
of
yeah.
attention, I think, yeah, you like that. I
Yeah.
mean, me personally,
Everybody
yeah,
like
I
to
like
be
it.
chased.
But I still need my space.
Yes.
I still
Nobody
need
wants
my
to be
don't
proud
don't
of.
be
Yeah.
calling me, blowing up my phone,
Exactly.
doing all that. I'm not
Because
answering.
if he blowing up your phone, that means
He ain't doing what he's
There
supposed to
you
be
go.
doing, man.
He not on his
And
purpose.
why would
You know what
I
I'm saying?
even want to, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're not on your
Do
purpose. You're
not
so
be
busy
available
following.
all the time.
Yes,
Right.
that's the key.
Yeah.
And that's where the submission gonna come in, when you be on your purpose all the time and not put her first.
Yeah.
And women, allow him to do his thing, because a man who's doing his thing, who's on his purpose, you don't have to worry about him cheating. You don't have to worry about none of that. He's taking care of his business.
Yeah.
And if you along for that ride, he taking care of you too.
Yeah.
So don't mess it
And
up.
it's a patient factor too, though. You
It
know what I'm
is.
saying? Now, that's all about getting to know people, and you know what I think about experience. People experiencing each other. I'm learning that, you know what I'm saying. Though sometimes it could be a good experience or a bad experience, but no matter what, we experiencing each other. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
I think that,
and past relationships also.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
and I think that lets you know even more so the more people you experience, you know, and the more people you experience,
No,
you experience.
Mhm.
I feel like the more wisdom you can have coming out that
Exactly.
situation, basically, like to tell in on like what y'all were saying.
And now what she's saying, not experience sexual wise,
Right.
just experience people, the way they move and how they act and how they talk. Because everything don't have to be sexual.
No,
But
it don't.
I'm not saying sex ain't good. I love sex. We all love sex. I guess we can say we all love sex. But at the same time, it's not all about sex. That's what she was saying, meaning experiencing people, just experience how they move and how they act and how they, Because you got to see how somebody move. Because they ain't moving right. Shit, why you won't be with them? Why would you want to be with that person?
Right.
Or if they building. And sometimes, as for a man, as far as men, sometimes ladies, y'all have to help him build. If you see him building out the dirt, get with him in that dirt.
Yeah.
It'll be so much better, and you will submit so much better, and you don't even know it. That's a type of submission you don't know if you go with him in that dirt. You like this dude, you go with him in that dirt.
Right.
And both of y'all build it from the dirt. That'd even be better. Don't wait till he don't finish. Now you want to jump on. No, it don't work like that. Now he not gonna mess with you in most cases.
Yeah.
But you might catch a simp who might want. But you know, well, why
It's
would
all
you want
about
a simp
loving
anyway?
yourself too, though. Like,
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I always say this. You can tell how a person respect themselves by who they hang with, who they choose to associate themselves with, even lovers, friends,
Their
you know what I'm saying?
relationships.
Yeah, even family members, you know what I'm saying? Though, if I know my family member ain't about shit, I'm not supposed to associate myself with their family member.
Whoo, bro, you said a
You know what I'm
mouthful right there. I
saying?
don't care who it is. I'm with
Yeah,
you. I don't care who it is. If they're not
yeah,
on, if they're not trying to follow the path I'm on, or if they're going left and stuff like that, you're right.
Just because they your blood don't mean they on the same path you on. You know what I'm
yeah,
And
saying?
that's I find a lot. I'm gonna just say in the black community because I can't go off of Hispanic community, white community, Asian community. I go off of the black community. We put family first. The family can dog us out to the fullest, and we
yes,
still say,
sir.
"Oh, that's your family. You can still gotta be there for
Yeah,
what?" I Once they show me their true colors, I'm done.
yeah,
Why would I want? Why would I want somebody who holding me back to associate myself with, whether it's friend, family, or anything?
yes, sir.
Hmm.
And all that have to tie into submission too, because that person who you with, that woman who you with, gonna see how you treat your family, how you do your family.
Yeah,
Now, if she is a real
facts,
woman and she understand why you got to cut your family members off.
Hmm.
facts,
She understand that you don't want to be around toxic people if that family member is toxic.
facts.
Now, if she see you got a good family base, you there for your family, you supporting your family, you know that's what families are for, support, and then you doing the best you can for your family and you building yourself too. That's automatically woman going to fall in love with stuff like what you think, what y'all think.
Yeah. She is though, and if she don't, that means she ain't got herself together. That means that she got to go dig and see what she got going on. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Because a lot of time it don't even be about the man and stuff like that. It be about the woman just don't know what the fuck she want. You know what I'm saying? And that's confusing in
And that
itself.
stuff right there, we got a whole women are starting to be held accountable for the stuff
Yes,
they're doing.
sir.
It's not always on the man. Yeah, we got some bumming men. I mean, for
Yeah.
sure. We've been doing that for years, but now we got to call out the women for this stuff.
The worst part about it is the women that do it that don't even know that it's,
That's scary.
yeah, or
That's
that they're
scary.
doing it, or that it's even toxic, or they don't see it as
Because
that
she
that might
used
be
to it.
regular behavior.
She
Yeah.
used to it.
Oh, I got a
Pattern.
story for that one too. This morning I was
Yeah.
talking to a lady. She was like, in a relationship, arguments are good. You're supposed to argue. All that's toxic. If you constantly argue in a relationship as adults, we gotta discuss
You
shit
can
as a
have
relationship.
Yeah,
disagreements.
agree.
Yes,
I look at it like this, because I used to like to argue too, though. But I'm starting to look at it like you have to be mature enough to agree to disagree, and everybody's not going to agree and be on the same level. But as long as you
exactly.
respect each other and be
Hmm.
like, okay, I love you, we good, but I don't agree with it. Let's go out. You know what I'm saying?
But that
Let's just drop
arguing,
and drop it too, though. You know what I'm
yes, and
saying?
drop it.
Yeah,
Because arguing, let me see, arguing, discussing,
yeah,
and is another word. Arguing, discussing, and debating is three different things.
yes, sir.
Debating is, everybody just debating their point to see who point is better. Discussing is we're discussing something like we like this car, we just discussing this car that we like. Arguing is just some foolish, toxic. I don't even have a definition for that. It's just
Yeah.
foolish and toxic.
Somebody trying to get you out of character.
It oh, you couldn't say it no better than
Yeah,
I
definitely.
couldn't come up with a bet trying to get you out of character.
Mhm.
And 9 times out of 10,
You
they
have to
do.
protect your peace.
You have to. Man, and arguing is just a waste of time. The only time I like to argue is doing like when the fellas get together, we argue about football.
Right.
And that's just some friendly
Right.
argument
Yeah. Friendly
competition.
argument.
Yeah, but just arguing for a couple to argue and stuff like that, that's just and submission would never come with that. Fellas, if a female argue with you, you can forget submission. If you start argument, you can forget submission. It's done.
Yeah.
It's over. You
Definitely.
out of there. Just move on, take your L, and
Maybe
charge it up.
another
Yeah,
time.
like I said,
Maybe another
maybe the
time.
key word maybe submission is gone.
Yeah.
Even if from the first day to the next day. See, we got some key. I see you. Modest Dre. Modest Dre saying key. I
Yeah,
see you.
yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
indeed. That's what's
Already.
up. Thank y'all for
Yeah,
the
that's my
coming
boy.
on.
That's
Make
my
sure you
brother.
subscribe.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, I be forgetting to look at the comments. We be getting so deep in conversation, I forget to look at the comments. But
Yeah.
y'all gotta remind me every now and again. That's why I won't get my monitor, so we all can see the comments coming. So I'm gonna give another monitor out here where it's big, like a 55 inch, where you can see all the comments. So yeah, so
Well, I wanted to touch back on even just the word submission or being
go ahead.
submissive.
Hmm.
So like I said, whenever I first heard about it, like of course I'm hearing the negative aspect of it, like what the common, ideal is, like what people think about it.
Hmm.
And but I had to talk with my man and be like, because he brought that up, and I said, hold
How did
up.
you bring it up? I mean, did he just come straight out and say you got to submit to me, or
Well,
was it a casual conversation?
he brought it up trying to be casual, trying to have a casual conversation.
But that way left.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Because he brought up the word, and I'm like, he was just talking about trying to get an idea of how more so I like to be, like with somebody in a relationship. And so he wanted to try to get an idea, like, are you submissive? I want you to be submissive to me.
Ooh,
And I was like,
I'm gonna dissect that
yeah,
big
I was
time.
like, hold up, wait a
I'm
minute.
so sad.
Yeah, I'm like, hold up,
Yes,
wait a minute. What do you
we on the
mean?
same page.
Because my whole thought process was something else, but he was thinking something different than what I was thinking. So I was like, what do you mean? Like, you got to break it down. So basically he broke down to me that, like, yeah, like you kind of said, like being able to do things together, or just being submissive, and it doesn't have to be just sexually. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
no.
It could be all kinds of different aspects,
You
but that
just
doesn't mean that you are a slave.
that's it.
And if he doesn't love you like he is your slave, girl, you better get
You better
somebody
get
else.
somewhere. Yeah, get somewhere and run, run. Don't look back. Run. If you trip, hurry up and get up and run.
Yeah.
Because that's hey, that might be Michael Myers. Because you know Michael Myers will be walking behind you, you trip, and he way back there. All of a sudden, he right there when you fall. You got to keep running because that's the big thing. Like me and Kiara, we saw eye to eye on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you don't discuss that.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
supposed to be on your purpose,
Yeah.
and that's gonna come.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
gonna
that's
come.
what's part of it. You have to talk about it. You have to communicate with your partner. Like, what do you
Not
mean? Just
submission.
just
I wouldn't even bring it up. I wouldn't even
no,
bring it
no,
up.
no, no, no. I'm
Mhm.
not saying that you have to bring it up, but
Mhm.
if the conversation does come
If it
up,
comes up,
that's a conversation more so.
because
Well,
it could be a
actually, you
conversation with
know what?
someone
I'm
else
gonna say like this: you can't have that conversation
with
with
your woman.
certain type of women too, though.
Yes, because you'll scare them away.
Yeah, you would scare them away though. So you gotta really just try.
Try
Just,
your hardest
I
to.
say this though, and I might not always be right, but
Hey,
test the woman.
test the waters a little bit.
Yeah, test and see what she'll go for or won't go
Mhm.
for. You know what I'm saying?
I got you on
Because
that.
then you would know what type of female you dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And then you can be like, okay, well, do I even want this person even following me?
Exactly.
See, it's not really just really about the woman. Just do I want to follow him? You gotta be like in your
You want her
yeah,
to
do I
follow
want
you.
her to follow me?
Is she an asset or
Yeah.
a liability?
Yeah.
And that goes
You know
for
what I'm
women
saying?
too. If
Yeah.
this man is an asset or a liability to you,
Yeah.
that's what people gotta look at before it comes to anything. But like I said, if submission come up on TV and a couple just watching TV and then they talk about submission on TV, yeah, that's cool to bring up. But a man should never bring up submission
I think
to a
that's why
woman.
they get it mixed up because how it's portrayed on TV.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that's what you
Right.
was talking about.
Yeah.
How you
Yeah,
That's
already got
probably
you.
like,
TV.
yeah, how I probably got my idea of it
Mhm.
is probably from something like that. Oh
And
yeah.
TV is the
Definitely.
worst place you can get.
And that's
Man, they
probably
got us
how
so
others.
jacked
Hey,
up.
check this out too. That's probably how others was learning it. Cause not even that though. I think that's how I was learning. Cause like I said, I was learning it the wrong way.
And we all back
You know
that
what I'm
old
saying? Because
stuff
I'm gonna be honest.
is
You know
done.
what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm saying. You can always learn how to come up out of it. You know what I'm saying? And learn the
But
right
that's
way.
if you want to come out of it, because a lot of people don't want to come up out that shit. And that old way of thinking,
Yeah.
once I start, they call it the red pill. Once you take that red pill and
Yeah.
start seeing things a whole different way,
Mhm.
oh my God, it's more than relationships. This is how you see the world. And if you still stuck in that blue pill, stuck in the matrix, if you stuck in the matrix, and I'll talk about that later. The Matrix. I'll do a podcast on that one later.
And I'll be on there with you,
You
too, though.
you gonna be? Did you ever heard about the Matrix?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, the Matrix. I told you, I be on
what
that.
you on it for real?
Yeah.
And if you get stuck in the Matrix, you gonna think like the masses.
And I got a crazy story. But when I first, like, I kind of seen it when I was a kid, but I seen it recently again, like a couple of years ago. And it's so crazy. After I watched the movie, you remember that blackout that happened with the phones? I think it was like a year ago.
I don't remember that one.
It was like, you remember that shit where everybody's phones just went dead and shit. When I had just watched The Matrix, and when I woke up, The whole.
I never saw that movie.
You gotta see it.
I've been trying to check it out. I can't find it on none of my platforms. I'm
When
have to check.
when I woke up, it was like we had a blackout. It was like a year ago, man. If anybody out there remember what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? When everybody's phones just like shut down, couldn't nobody call through, couldn't nobody.
I remember Facebook shut down, but I remember I'm gonna have to think.
The Matrix for the first time since I've been grown. You know what I'm saying?
I never saw that movie.
I went to sleep and I woke up in that shit. So that I don't know. To me, that was a sign. Like, yeah, this shit real.
And it's real. I don't care what nobody say. Energy is real. The Matrix is real.
Yes.
All this stuff is
because
real.
You gotta think they're not just making movies for y'all entertainment. People so damn gullible and green and shit though. They really putting it out there. What they really building. All this shit is planned. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We getting on that topic, but I can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like shit.
we gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about that another time.
Right.
Cause we on submission now. But man, we can go deep. We can go so much. Yo, this gonna be. These two gonna be my ladies right here. We can go about some stuff. So if y'all want to join in and check us out, we gonna go on some stuff. So make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the $1 Million Spot. Check us out. We go on some deep stuff. I got some ladies who on a level, and we got to get another person who probably against us, just to kind of have that little antagonist, and that we have different. We have another opinion.
You know what I say? Tell them to call in. I mean, type in like questions or something that they have.
Yeah,
even on the topic. You know what I'm saying? No.
Antoine, oh, what's up? What's up? That's my cousin. Yeah, you red pilling people.
Yeah.
Yes. What you know about that red pill, cuz?
Yeah.
What you know about that red pill? Now he back in New Orleans. He'll be on this stuff with us.
Yeah.
He just like us. Me and him can sit on and we can go deep. We can go like deep, like Pacific Ocean deep on some stuff. And like, right. He will fit in perfect with this conversation. I mean, man, if I can get him up here one weekend or something like that, man, we run a show with him. Oh, bro, we can go way. We'll be on this for hours. You know what I'm saying? Because once you get into that, and people don't realize, once you get into that topic, you can't stop.
Yeah,
you go.
It's like a rabbit hole.
Yes, a deep hole, very deep. So yeah, that's. Anybody out there got any questions, comments, concerns? Let me see who I watch. I got one person. One person red pill to people. Yes, we take that red pill. I don't use that term a lot. I only use it with people who I understand the terminology. Yeah. I don't just go to anybody and say, take the red pill, you take the blue pill, or anything like that. People you just gotta know. It's like a fraternity. You have to know the signs. You have to know how they move. You gotta know how they talk. You gotta know what they're saying. You just get them in conversation and you can feel it.
Yeah.
Yes. Let me see what it is. Talking about the red pill. Yeah, we're gonna get on that one. We were just talking about submission right now. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna bring that.
And it's steps to it and it's levels to it.
It's levels to it.
And you might not learn overnight.
Hell no.
With one episode.
Yes, we can go on and on and on.
And you know what, people, everybody read. You know what I'm saying? Now, all this shit can be just read. You know what
Educate yourself.
Educate yourself on the matter.
Tomorrow we'll talk about the red pill tomorrow, because then after that we got free game fellas for Friday. And Saturday we're gonna try and start the show. We gotta get a panel of people here. We might not be able to do the party Saturday, but we're gonna get a big panel of people tomorrow. We're gonna see if we can get a panel of people tomorrow. For Saturday, and do like that. But Thursday, tomorrow, we'll talk about the red pill. We'll try, if they're available for the whole day or whatever I can have for the whole day. We'll do 2 shows. We'll do the red pill on one. We'll do a red pill about this time and the blue pill later on. And we're gonna give people, because once we get into this, we're gonna have your head hurting. So y'all gotta get ready for this. So the red pill and the blue pill on tomorrow. We're gonna have another women's Wednesday on tonight, depending on if they're here or not for the next one. And I'll come up with a topic to talk about tonight, because we already did submission. The submission is deep. It's deeper than what people think it is. It's deeper than what we just talk about right now. So y'all just stick with us. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Any other questions, comments, concerns before we end this? Because other than that, we out. Oh, make sure y'all hit the notification bell, and if y'all
Hit
in the
that shit.
hit it. I mean,
Facts.
thumbs up or thumbs down. Any one of them, I don't care. Just hit one of them. If I got 10 people, give me 10 thumbs up and 5 thumbs up, 5 thumbs down. However it is equals to 10. And if make sure y'all subscribe, share, like all this shit. And if y'all in a Christmas spirit, because the holidays coming up, y'all can donate $5, $10, $1, $20, whatever y'all is in your heart to give. Help a brother out. Help us out. Because we gonna do this.
appreciate it.
Yes, because we gonna do this. Y'all gonna see us a lot. So on that, from the top of the $1 Million Spot, we out. Deuces.
Peace.